Hey, I want to capture this for you guys this morning. I'm about to get ready to go to work, and things come to me when I take my morning walks. I get to listen to the symphony of the cars, the birds, the bugs. It's kind of amazing, when you kind of engage yourself and you start paying attention to the small, I guess, attributes of life. And it's sort of kind of symphony. If I'm quiet, I can hear all different things, and it's almost like a conductor, which is the universe is sitting, pointing a finger to each one of the instruments and allowing them to play their music. Uh, and when you can listen with your whole body with that, it's kind of fun. But anyway, that's me being weird. But what I want to get into is that yesterday my sister, Shalonda Menifee, said something on Facebook that I think is kind of interesting that I want to just expand on. She says, I am the flow. I'm not in the flow, but I am the flow, or something of that nature. And that made me really think about the swirl of the flow. And when you're in the swirl of the flow, how your being is expansive and it's always moving and it's fresh and it's creative. And you're the source. And I know a lot of people will get upset saying, "Whoa, the source." This is my interesting point of view. The source of God is you on planet Earth in physical. The source of the one is you in creativity and in knowing. The flow is like when you hear some good George Clinton music and your head keeps on moving and your feet starts to tap and your body starts to move rhythmically, you're in the flow. How many times are you in the flow of life of creativity? How many times are you in the flow of communion with others instead of resistance? And especially in this time today where we're full of resistance. We're full of resistance, we're full of resistance, we're full of resistance. I'm gonna say something, and no, I'm not fucking Kanye West, so don't you fucking say some stupid shit like that to me. What's right about Donald Trump for the US right now? Get in the flow of that. I'm not agreeing now. I know you guys I'm not crazy. Well, maybe I am. But anyway, what's right about this dude? What is the piece that we supposed to take away from his presence? What have we created with Donald Trump that the planet needs? Yesterday, someone Tory brought to me that he's doing something about civil rights or taking us off a committee. Uh, well, what's right about that? As an African American male, and my brother is one of the best of police in the U.S., we have police force that is kind of out of control with African American males. I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying some of them. So how is he representative of where we are? What questions can we ask? What contribution can we be? And that's when you start to be in the flow, where you really don't get caught up in your emotions. My brother, Antoine Stoudemire, Majestic, said this to me. Sometimes people get so emotional that they lose track of their being. Have you? I have, for sure. I have, by saying, "Oh, this person's this way. Police are like this. African American miracles are like this." That's not really being in the flow. The flow is being in total allowance of what's happening and taking awareness from it and adding a little bit of your energy to have this shift. So that just like a river, right here in Oregon and Washington, we have the Columbia River, beautiful river. If you stand alongside of it and you watch the flow of the river, it's rolling by at a fast speed. It's cool, it's refreshing, it's full of life. How are you the flow? Not being in the flow. What will it take for you to choose to be the flow? And get into some George Clinton music. I love you guys. Until next time, stay in the flow. Peace and blessings. Bye.